Grief doesn't occupy space, it creates it. It hollows out a man until he is nothing but an empty vessel, rattling with echoes of the choices he can never take back. It was supposed to be a simple family trip to Central Park, a routine drive that ended in a split-second nightmare on a rain-slicked highway. Adam was behind the wheel when the high beams blinded him, walking away from the twisted metal with only a scar, while the impact instantly claimed his father in the passenger seat and his mother in the back. Adam stands over a stack of cardboard boxes. His eyes are hollow, shadowed by dark circles. He clutches a framed photograph, a happy family portrait, a father laughing, a mother smiling, and a younger Adam holding a new car key. Now standing alone in his empty new house on the outskirts of New York. The silence is deafening. He didn't just move to escape the city. He moved to escape the crushing guilt of knowing he drove his own parents to their graves.
Adam, are you there? You need to pick up right now. This is crazy.
The call ends. Adam sets the phone down. He looks around the empty, cavernous kitchen. The quiet isn't peaceful, it's suffocating. The clock on the oven reads 11:45 p.m. The house is dead silent except for the low, rhythmic hum of a brand new stainless steel refrigerator. Adam is sliding the heavy appliance into its designated slot against the wall. As the refrigerator moves, a bizarre anomaly catches his eye. Behind the appliance, near the baseboard, a sharp, incandescent sliver of white light pierces through a jagged crack in the drywall. Adam drops to his knees. The white light reflects across his eyes. He presses his ear directly against the cold, cracked plaster. Panic and curiosity cross his face. He springs up, grabs a heavy framing hammer from a nearby tool bag, and swings it violently into the wall. Adam pulls away the debris. The hole is now wide enough to look through. On the other side isn't insulation or brick. It is an open-air cobblestone alleyway, bathed in midday autumn sunlight. When a mind is fractured by trauma, it stops looking for reality. It looks for an exit. Adam swings the hammer ruthlessly, widening the breach until it's the size of a doorway. He drops the tool, inhales deeply, and crawls through the broken drywall, leaving his dark kitchen behind. Adam stumbles out of a brick wall located at the dead end of a narrow Manhattan alley. The air changes instantly, moving from the stagnant chill of the outskirts to the crisp, pretzel-scented air of a New York autumn. He steps out onto a bustling sidewalk. Adam wanders down the street like a ghost. He looks down at his clothes. He's still wearing his sweatpants, but the people passing him are wearing heavy coats. He looks up at a storefront. An electronic news ticker scrolls by. He drops his eyes to a metal newspaper rack outside a bodega. The headline reads, New York Post. He looks at the date printed in small, bold ink at the top of the page. October 24th, 2024. Adam's eyes widen in sheer frantic realization. He turns and begins to sprint through the crowded streets, shoving past pedestrians. Adam rounds a familiar brownstone street. His chest heaves. He hides behind a large oak tree, peering toward the front steps of a classic New York townhouse. Through the front glass door, he sees them. His father wearing his favorite tan jacket, holding a travel mug. His mother wrapping a red scarf around her neck. They are laughing, checking their watches, waiting on the stoop. Adam grips the bark of the tree, tears streaming down his face. They're alive. Inside the driver's seat is past Adam. The past version of himself puts the car in park, steps out, and walks toward the trunk to help with bags. Before past Adam can reach the stoop, future Adam moves. He intercepts his past self in the blind spot behind the vehicle, grabbing a heavy stone landscaping brick from the garden bed. Past Adam drops instantly, unconscious or dead, blood pooling into the concrete. Future Adam doesn't look at the face. Dragging the limp body by the shoulders, he maneuvers down the side storm doors into the dark cellar basement of the brownstone, locking the heavy wooden door behind him. To rewrite destiny, a man must first murder his own shadow, and Adam didn't care about the cost, because guilt had finally found a cure. Adam wipes the blood from his hands onto his pants, slaps a forced, trembling smile onto his face, and steps up to the front stoop. "Hey," he says, his voice cracking. His parents turn. His mother gasps happily, throwing her arms around him. His father claps him on the shoulder. Adam holds them tighter than he ever has in his life, buried in his mother's shoulder, weeping silently. The atmosphere is cozy. Jazz music plays softly from an old record player. The table is set with mismatched plates. Adam stands at the stove, aggressively chopping vegetables, casting frantic glances out the front window every 3 seconds. His mother is sitting at the dining table folding napkins. His father is sitting in his favorite armchair near the front window wall reading a book. He thought he had outsmarted the universe. He thought if he kept them inside behind brick and mortar, the road couldn't claim them. But fate is a persistent creditor. It always collects its debts. Adam freezes, the knife slipping from his hand. He looks at his father by the window. Through the glass, 2 blinding headlights illuminate the room, growing larger at an impossible speed. A massive black SUV, completely out of control, careens off the asphalt, mounts the steps, and crashes straight through the brick facade of the living room. The SUV sits idling inside the shattered remains of the living room. Adam pushes himself off the kitchen floor, coughing through dust and plaster. He looks toward the armchair. It is crushed beneath a pile of heavy masonry and the front bumper of the truck. His mother lies motionless near the dining table, pinned by a collapsed ceiling beam. Dark blood pools outward across the hardwood floor. Adam drops to his knees, letting out a silent, agonizing scream into the smoke. Adam is running blindly through the city streets again, covered in gray plaster dust and fresh blood. He looks completely insane. He bolts down the familiar narrow alleyway, throwing himself back through the jagged, broken drywall portal. He tumbles onto his kitchen floor, gasping for air. He looks at the hole in his wall. He doesn't stop. He immediately crawls right back through it, desperately seeking a different outcome, a different second chance. Adam bursts out of the alleyway, back into the autumn air. He doesn't even look at the traffic. He steps off the curb, his eyes locked on the distant silhouette of his parents' brownstone townhouse down the street. A massive delivery box truck, unable to stop, collides directly with Adam. On the asphalt below, a massive crowd pedestrian figures begins to form a circle around Adam's unmoving body. Simultaneously, a silver sedan slowly pulls up to the curb of the brownstone townhouse, A figure steps out of the driver's seat, the past version of Adam, and walks up the steps to pick up his parents for their trip to the park.